my channel. Or if you're new, my name's Chloe and I mostly post vlogs with the odd bit of beauty, travel, home. So if that seems like your kind of thing, then please do subscribe. So today I'm actually going to be doing an updated get ready with me, sharing my current beauty and skincare routine, which has actually only just changed, I'd say, in the last couple of weeks, as opposed to my last video in winter, because I've just been using up the products that I have. I was inspired by Ashley, who I follow here on YouTube and Instagram, because she recently did a get ready with me and also did a Q&A. So I popped a question box on my Instagram stories and I've got some questions that I'm going to answer while I chat you through my current routines. I do apologise if the lighting changes because the sun has just come out. I've actually had to shut my curtains a little bit, so it'll probably change through the video. Just made myself a cup of tea. I had to take some allergy tablets because my hay fever is really bad today, so if you hear me sniffling, I do apologise. But let's get into the video. So normally I would go straight into my skincare routine. However, this morning I went for a run and then had a shower and I washed my hair. So I thought I would actually share with you some of my shower products as well, because this is what I'm kind of using every day. So firstly, for hair care, before I went on my run, I applied the hair syrup Grows Mary oil onto my scalp. I don't know if that's going to focus very well. It's focusing on these makeup brushes over here, so I'm just going to move those out the way. But yes, so I popped this onto my scalp and then went for my run and then obviously washed my hair when I got back. So I use this when I remember to, which isn't all the time, but it's meant to make your hair grow. And I did notice while straightening my hair that my hair has grown quite a lot since I last got it cut. Definitely something to look into if you're looking to promote hair growth. To wash my hair, I use my new beloved Give Me Cosmetics hair care set. I was kind of gifted the whole set and I absolutely fell in love with them. My sister Jess has actually been using this brand for well over a year. She swears by them. She literally will not use anything else on her hair. But yeah, I've been really loving these, and I just got a couple out. So I've got the conditioner and hair mask, which are looking quite grubby. But yeah, I have the full set. So I have the shampoo, conditioner, hair mask. There's like a leave-in conditioner, a heat defense spray, a serum, which I've just used after straightening my hair. Then when I got out the shower, I used my Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Cream, or Boom Boom Cream. I mean, however you want to say it. Honestly, this smells insane. I absolutely love it. It smells like a yogurt. It reminds me actually of the Body Shop body yogurts that I used to have. It's a really creamy, lightweight formula that sinks into your skin really, really quickly. And yeah, I just absolutely love this scent. I really want to get some more of their products. A bit of a rogue one, but deodorant. Obviously something that I use every day. I've been using the Mitchum brand recently and I just really rate it. I find that it works the best. Be interested trying the Wild brand, which I know you can refill, but as for now, this is my current favourite. And then I also dried and straightened my hair using the GHD Duet Style. So again, this is gifted. I'll leave everything linked below. But honestly, it's just so quick and easy to get my hair from soaking wet to dry, straight, styled, and really shiny as well in minutes. So yeah, very much recommend. Okay, so let's chat skincare, and I'm going to start off with my first question, which I'm going to just do kind of in order of what it comes up as on the screen. So I got asked what my favourite cleanser is. So I was using this one, which was my all-time favourite, which has recently just run out. So I got this out of my empties basket. It's the Cetaphil Hydrating Foaming Cream Cleanser. And it is honestly just so gentle on skin. I absolutely love it. I've recently started using in my routine, which I used in the shower this morning actually to clean my skin, the Byoma Milky Moisture Cleanser. And I would actually say it's quite similar to the Cetaphil because it's just super, super gentle, hydrating, nourishing, just really nice on my skin. I do get quite dry and sensitive skin, and especially when it's hay fever season and I'm blowing my nose a lot, I get really dry and kind of sore skin around my nose. So sometimes it's quite hard to find a cleanser that's gentle enough to use on that area because it's so sore. And this one is, and so was the Cetaphil. But yeah, this is the one that I've used this morning. So it moves me nice and swiftly on to the actual get ready with me. So I'm going to be using the Byoma Hydrating Milky Toner. So it's the same kind of range as the cleanser, and again just really, really nourishing. I used a Laneige Milky Toner a while back and it's very similar in the sense that once I've used the toner, it genuinely feels like I could get away with not using a moisturiser because my skin is that hydrated and soft. Obviously I do anyway. To explain to you how good it is, also how cute is my little pot that I got off Temu. A little Temu haul on one of my vlogs which will already be on my channel, but I got this little pot to store my cotton rounds, which I think is really cute. So yeah, I'm just going to pop on a little bit of the toner onto the cotton round, and oh, almost forgot, I haven't put on my headband, which funnily enough is also from Temu. So headband on, get all the hair out of the face. Now for the toner, so I'm just going to swipe that all over my face. It's just going to obviously remove any excess makeup, cleanser, just yeah, all the gross stuff off my skin, and just leave it really, really soft and smooth. I feel like some of these headbands are a little bit too big for my head because they just kind of like slip off a bit. I always feel so much better after using a toner. I absolutely rate this product. I would love to try more of the Byoma brand. Again, it's a brand that my sister really loves as well, so I also have very similar tastes in beauty products, but yeah, she loves the Byoma range. Next up, serum. I've been using this for probably about a year now. Obviously it does say, I don't know if you can see, 12 months you should have it open, so I do really need to use it up, but it's the Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence from cosy. And yeah, it's just really hydrating, really nice serum, and I just use it kind of every day, morning and night, and it just makes my skin feel really, really hydrated. Yeah, as I said, I'm on a mission to use up the products that I've got. I decided to stop accepting a lot of PR products. Now I still do accept things, any brands that I really love or any products that I'm really, you know, interested to try, but I have really toned it down on accepting PR, and one of the reasons is just because I've already got so much stuff and I'm just one person with one face, so I'm trying to use up what I've got. I don't know if it was a girl that does my nails, but I think she actually asked me how my skin handles trying so many different products. To be honest, when I do like an unboxing or a review or like a routine, I usually use the products a couple of times so I can gauge a true opinion on them and see how they suit my skin. But then most of the time after that, I will close them back up and pop them into a basket I have in this storage unit until I'm ready to use them, if that makes sense. So until I have used up like whatever product I was using. So for example, with a serum, I'm going to wait until I finish this before I get one out of the basket, but usually I stick to the same things in my routine every day and only change up the odd thing every now and again, so my skin usually handles it okay. Okay, so eye cream is something that I recently ran out of. Went back to the Jojoba Company Transformative Eye Serum, and what I love about this product, if it focuses, is the applicator, because it's got a metal applicator. I don't know if that's going to focus, which means that it is really, really cold and soothing on the eye area, which is perfect for tired mornings when you've got dark circles. And what you do when you pop it in is you push the button and it fills the applicator with product that you can then push it down to dispense it and roll it under your eye. So I'm just gonna apply that, and honestly, like, it is just so soothing. As I said, like on a morning when I get up for work and I'm just like really, really tired and struggling to keep my eyes open, it's just really refreshing. I'm just gonna tap in the excess of that. So my next question is, what's your favourite dinner at the moment? I suppose that depends what you call dinner, because I personally say breakfast, dinner, tea, but my boyfriend says breakfast, lunch, dinner. So my favourite lunch / dinner, which I eat at like 12, either a Caesar salad or rice with falafel. My favourite evening meal always changes, to be honest. I mean, I've been trying HelloFresh recently, so I've been having a lot of different things, but before HelloFresh, probably tacos, because I was having it like nearly every week. So I would get like 5% beef mince, taco beans, which had like a sauce in them, and then I would get some Mexican rice and just mix it all together and have it in tacos, and it do us 2 days, which obviously was great because it meant it was more affordable, and yeah, very yummy. So that was my favourite evening meal. So moving on to a moisturiser. This is actually a new product to me. I'm going to be using it for the first time properly today. As I said, I did unbox it previously, and obviously tried it a couple of times, but the first time I'm actually incorporating it into my full skincare routine. This is the L'Oreal Paris Revitalift Filler Micro Epidermic Hyaluronic Acid Plumping Water Cream. Bit of a mouthful. What I really love about this though is that you push, I'm gonna let it focus, you push and the product comes out on the top, and then you can just wipe it off and pop it on your skin, which I think is a really cool idea. But before that I was using a Cetaphil and the Inky List moisturiser, and they've just run out, so I'm going to go on to this one. So I can't really give you a review to be honest, but first impressions, it's making my skin feel like almost silky, like really smooth, so that's nice. And obviously I just did like one pump of it. There's even still a bit left on there which I might put on my neck. But yeah, that really went like a long way, so a little bit goes a long way, I would think. Next up is SPF, and I'm using the CeraVe Facial Moisturising Lotion, which is SPF 50. I pretty much always go for SPF 50 to be honest, but I really like this. Very lightweight and it just sinks into the skin really quickly. So obviously it goes on like that, but then you rub it in and it just goes completely transparent. You don't have that like white cast on your skin. So I'm going to rub that down my neck, and any excess goes on the back of my hands, which is a little tip that I think I've seen on TikTok actually. So I'm just going to rub that in. Okay, so my next question was, how are you getting on with your cash stuffing journey? Do you feel like it's helping? Followed you for ages. Oh my god, that's so lovely. So cash stuffing, I think is different for everyone. There's different ways of doing it, different ways of using a budget binder. So this is mine here, my little budget binder, and what I personally do is each month when me and James are paid, I take out a chunk of cash from the bank and I pop it in my budget binder. So obviously money still stays in the bank for direct debits, the mortgage, phone payments, like anything that comes out of the bank already. But anything that I can pay in cash, so food shopping, pet food, fuel, nails, James's hair, like anything like that, goes in the budget binder. So it's a bit empty to be honest because it's nearly the end of the month. But I do also have one for Spain, so this is savings for our flights and spending money. I've also got one for Disney, which we're hoping to go to next year. So I think it's a really nice way to both budget your money to spend for the month and also use it for savings. But I've seen a lot of people on TikTok doing it, and they do like saving challenges and stuff, but for me I just use it more like practically. I would like to maybe do a saving challenge, but I think I'd be too tempted to dip into it, so we'll see how I get on. But so far I'm really enjoying it, and I find that when I pay with cash I am more conscious of what I'm spending because I can see the money physically there and going down as opposed to just tapping my card. So if you're struggling with money, I would definitely recommend getting a budget binder and seeing if that helps. Just put the fan on for a second because I'm absolutely melting. It's not even that sunny today, but it's really like humid. Last week was awful, like it was freezing, I was wearing my hoodie, like it was dark, it was just, I don't know what's happening. And now it's like we've got a heat wave. I've been absolutely melting at work, just far too hot, so I hate being too hot. I feel it's really uncomfortable, so I'm just gonna take in the cool breeze for a minute. Okay, so just before I move on to makeup, the only thing that really changes in my skincare routine on an evening as opposed to a morning is I use my Dermatica, which is a personalised skincare formula. I will leave my link below. I've been trying it for about 6 weeks now, I think, and so far I've noticed an improvement in my skin. It just seems like brighter. Like I've actually had a few compliments. I mentioned this in a vlog, but one of the customers I was serving at work said my skin was like glass, and I was like, thank you. I don't know, I've never really got like compliments on my skin before. And then someone else said I had nice skin. Again, it doesn't want to focus, but I just use this along with my moisturiser on an evening. I just think it's a really cool concept that they like put together a personalised formula based on your skin and some questions you ask, and then you can also take pictures like every few weeks to kind of update your skin journey. Now and again on an evening I'll use a face mask. I've been loving the Garnier ones at the moment. These are some recent ones that I received, which are hyaluronic anti-fatigue jelly masks, and yeah, I've really enjoyed these actually. They're just really soothing on my skin. I think I'm going to use the eye patches tonight because I've got quite dark under eyes. I'm tired at the minute. I'm very, very tired. But yeah, very refreshing, especially in summer. So I just thought I'd quickly mention those. Moving on to makeup, which I've got stuffed in this little bag. I got this little cherry cosmetic bag from Primark, which I'm obsessed with. And I thought it'd be really good for traveling because all my other bags are like a material. You can see them behind me here. So because this is like a plasticky material, I thought it'd be a lot easier to clean. And talking about Temu again, I got this little like makeup organiser. So I am going to transfer, obviously not the palettes, but everything else into this. So this is my everyday normal makeup routine. Obviously I'm not a makeup artist. I do not know what I'm doing. Years ago I used to love doing a full makeup look. Like I'd have eyelashes on, glitter, bright coloured eyeshadow, like contour, highlight, the lot, the full works basically. And recently, over the past year or so, I don't know if it's just that I've got lazy, I don't know if I just value my sleep more, but I normally just get up and just whack on whatever I can and leave the house. And I just quite like a natural makeup look these days. Like if I'm going out for food or going to an event or something, then I will put a bit more effort in and use some more products, but I just thought I'd keep it very natural because this is, as I said, my like everyday routines. So I'm starting with the e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter. I absolutely love this. It's similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless filter. And it just gives you a nice little tint, a healthy looking glow, gives you like a tiny bit of coverage, acts like a primer. So yeah, just a really nice product. Just gives my skin a bit of a tint, a healthy looking glow, and I just feel so much more confident. And really it's like just my own skin, you know, I'm not wearing like a really like high coverage foundation or anything. I'm actually rubbing it in with my fingers because I feel like maybe the heat or the movement just to kind of move it around my face and blend it in better. So I personally just do that. And yeah, can we just appreciate that? Like honestly, just a tiny bit of that product makes such a difference to my skin. Next question is, does James enjoy being in vlogs? He seems very confident. So I actually asked James this morning what his answer to this was. I wrote it on my notes, hang on. He said, and I quote, "He is a natural performer." Which I suppose he is really. More recently, James has been featuring in some of my vlogs. I think it started when we went to Disneyland Paris. He was in those, and we've done a couple of videos together when we've done like little days out, like close to where we live. I'm a really anxious person, whereas I feel like James like doesn't even have an ounce of anxiety in his body. When we do videos together, I often get him to start them because I've done YouTube for like almost 5 years, but I've always done it on my own. So speaking to the camera, like I just get all giggly and nervous. And even when I film with Christy, actually my friend Christy, I just can't grasp the beginning of it because I feel really like anxious about it. So it's quite nice to do it with James because, as I said, he's really confident. He gets involved, he gets stuck in. I mean, when I'm videoing like our meals and he can't touch the plate till I've took photos and videos and things like that, I think he's a bit like, for God's sake. But other than that, he's very understanding about like what I do. And yeah, I mean, we do live together, so he does feature in some of the vlogs every now and again. But as I said, I'm just so used to chatting to the camera myself and just doing my own thing. I think he does enjoy being in the vlogs. Okay, let's go on to concealer. I'm using the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-hour More Than Concealer. I've had this for a while now. I used to use and swear by the Collection Lasting Perfection, which I still do. It's just because I got gifted this one, and as I said, I'm using things up. But I just pop a little bit under my eyes. I mean, as I said, don't really know what I'm doing. And I've got a few spots recently as well. I think that'll do, just a little bit. I dampened, is that a word, dampened? I dampened my beauty blender before, which, like, sorry, that's actually disgusting. That is really grubby. I need to clean it. Do you know what? After this video, I might clean all my makeup brushes and beauty blenders. But yeah, I'm just gonna blend that in and under my eyes, which definitely needs a little brighten up. We've got a few travel questions next actually, which I'm really looking forward to answering. Just gonna get my mirror down so I can make sure that actually looks okay, because I'm looking in my camera and obviously it doesn't quite always look the same. I've put the fan back on for a second. I'm getting flustered.
Bonjour.
Thank you. Is the race on? Is the race on? The race on.
Yeah.
Who's winning? Cool. I'm just going to set that with a little spritz of my Caudalie Beauty Elixir, which I've not actually used that much of, to be honest. I normally use a setting spray more just like when I've just inhaled it all. But that's just going to help set my makeup, and I prefer to use it after using the more like liquidy products as opposed to like powders and things. Moving on to powder, I've been using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder, which I actually had from a while ago. Oh, it's reflecting the sun. But yeah, it's quite a mattifying powder, which I don't mind using because obviously I do have quite like a dewy base. But if I had more of a matte like foundation on, this would probably be a little bit too matte because I'd be applying matte on matte, and because I've got quite dry skin, that probably wouldn't work very well. And I'm just gonna tap that in all over my face. So my next question is, where would you like to travel next? Good question. So there's so many places I would like to travel. We're already going to Spain in September, and I am looking to plan another Disney trip next year. But the next place I would like to travel to that I've not been before is Rome. James has already been like years ago, but it's somewhere that I've always wanted to go. Just Italy in general, but we've agreed that we would quite like to go to Rome the most, to obviously see all the sightseeing places and just experience that culture and things. And then Ashley asked me about my travel bucket list. So I love travel, but if you've watched my videos you'll know that I have a fear of flying, which really limits how far I go. Dream bucket list destinations are places like America, just anywhere in America will do. I would love to go to Africa. I was obsessed with Wild at Heart as a child, and even a couple of years ago I rewatched it. I was honestly just in awe. I just absolutely loved it. Like, James volunteered for 3 months in Africa a few years ago. It's just always been a place that I've really wanted to visit. I love animals, so I just love the idea of going there and going on a safari. So that's one of my like dream places. Obviously Australia, I think I would like to visit as well. More recently, I've really liked the idea of going to Singapore because I watched Brogan Tate's world cruise videos, which was amazing. I mean, generally I'd love to go on a world cruise and just visit so many different destinations. The Caribbean, the Maldives, like they're all like bucket list destinations for me. But more realistically, I would love to visit more places in Europe, so like Budapest, Prague, Croatia. There's just so many places. We are going on our first ever cruise next year with P&O, and we're doing Spain, Portugal and the Canary Islands. And although I have been to some of these places, I've not actually been to the cities we're visiting on the cruise. So Portugal, it's Lisbon, Spain I think we're going to Cadiz, and then the Canary Islands, I've only been to Gran Canaria before, and we're doing like the others on the cruise. So I'm really looking forward to that. Like, I just love the idea of going on a cruise and being able to explore all these places in one trip. And we sail from Southampton, which is a bonus for me because, as I said, I'm scared of flying. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Ashley and also 2 vloggers that I recently connected with who actually live quite close to me, so I was absolutely blown away by this. But Adam and Emily, they do Disney vlogs. Ashley does a lot of Disney vlogs. I just want to go to the America like Disney parks. I just think they look amazing. But as I said, I'm a bit of a wuss for flying, so who knows, if I get over my fear, that is definitely on the bucket list because we love Disneyland Paris in January. We're definitely going to go back hopefully next year, and I must admit, when you watch videos, it just makes you want to go there. And funny enough, it was actually watching Brogan Tate and some other vloggers, which was the reason why I booked Disney in January and the reason why we booked the cruise for next year. I've been definitely influenced by travel vlogs, and I feel like you get a really good taste of the places by watching other people experience it. So yeah, lots of places that I would love to go, so we'll see where we go next. Eyeshadow, again, keeping it very, very basic. I'm using this Zoeva palette, which I've had for definitely more than 36 months, which is how long you should have it open. And I'm just going to use this like brown shade. Don't know if it's going to focus. Literally just a tiny bit like in the crease. As I said, very natural makeup look, so just the absolute basics. But I'm just going to pop that in just to give my eye a little bit more definition. As I said earlier, like I used to go really full on out with my eye makeup, and I kind of miss it, but I just do not have the time for it anymore. Because me and my friend Christy made a YouTube video years ago before I started this channel, and we did makeup looks. We were laughing because inspired by Battenberg basically. I did like a really colourful look and she did like a neutral one, both using like Urban Decay, and that was our thing. Like I was like really colourful and she just loved her like neutrals and pinks. One of the cats are trying to get in the office and they're literally like braying down the door with their little paws. Who is it? Let's see. I feel like if I don't open it, they're just going to keep doing it. I'm going to jump on the windowsill. There's loads of products on it. Go on then. No? Girl, really? I cannot film a video without one of the cats literally wanting to come in. It's Marley, by the way, my tabby cat. Okay, so what next? Brows. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Slick Day Brow. It's just a clear gel just to set them in place. I just like to fluff them up a little bit, to be honest. Nothing crazy. Honestly, the brow trends that we've had over the years, quite glad that more natural brows are in fashion because, again, just a lot quicker and easier. Where are you? Are you going up there now? Okay, good girl, you stay there. Fluff those up, a little bit like soap brows, but not as dramatic. I wish you could see mine right now. She's like sniffing everything on the desk. I'm just going to curl my lashes. It's quite hard not to like look properly in a mirror. Honestly, curling my lashes has been a game changer. And that actually quite nicely moves me on to my next question, which is, what is one beauty product that you could not be without? And I would probably say my eyelash curler and mascara, because, I mean, that's not one product, so maybe just mascara. I feel like eyelashes just completely change your face. Last year before I went to Spain, I got a lift and tint, and honestly, it was amazing. Like on holiday, I wasn't bothered about wearing makeup. Like I just didn't care because it just gave me so much confidence. And that's how I feel really about like eye products, is that as long as like my lashes are nice, I'm not too bothered about the rest of my skin. But saying that, I do really love this as well. So maybe like mascara first and then like a skin tint second. So I'm just going to pop on my mascara, which is the Max Factor Masterpiece 2-in-1 Lash Wow. Now, I'm just going to apply this first and I'm going to tell you a little fact about this mascara that I only just found out considering I've been using it for ages. So, it said 2-in-1 and I just thought like a lot of things are 2-in-1, aren't they? However, there is this little gold like top that you twist to change the brush. So the brush is currently like straight. I don't know if that's gonna, there. So, oh my god, there's a pigeon that's just like flew on top of the roof and I just ran to the windowsill. Yeah, so it's straight and it's on length, but you can turn it to volume. I don't know if you can really tell, but it twists the actual brush. How amazing is that? So it is literally a 2-in-1 product, but you can actually change it to have like one or the other, which I just think is really cool. And as I said, I've been using it for ages and only just realised. So just gonna pop nice little light layer on my lashes. Oh, it is warm in here. I just got one question left actually. I don't know if my skin's just really glowy or if I'm actually just sweating. It is a warm day. Okay, so I'm going to move on to blush. I don't really use any bronzers or highlighters, again, like I said, unless I'm going out. Every day I just like to add a little bit of blush. I usually prefer like a blush balm or like a liquid blush, but my Merit one that I was using is like pretty much to the pan, and I've been using this palette recently, which is the Love Lust Disco NYX one, and I literally just use this one here, sparkly pink, and I just pop a little bit of that on my cheeks. and just a little bit on my nose and chin as well, just to give me a little rosy glow, make me look a little bit more alive basically, because I am quite pale. My last question is, could you explain UGC please? So UGC is user generated content. It's got more popular over the last few years, and essentially it's when you as a user, a creator, blogger, create some content for the brand. Most UGC collaborations I've had, I've only just had to produce the content and give it to the brand, and I've not had to post it myself. That being said, it completely depends on the brand, the PR agency or app that you're using, but essentially if you're creating content and putting it out online, then it is like user generated content anyway, because you are the user and you're generating the content. But I think the reason it's got quite big now is because a lot of creators are basically saying they want to get paid for collaborations instead of just getting gifted products, which makes total sense because, you know, we put so much time and effort into things. It's quite a shame that people don't get paid for it. I have information online about UGC. However, I did do a full in-depth video talking about my experience as a content creator, and I did a Q&A, so I will leave that link below because it's probably a little bit more specific, but I would really recommend, if you are creating content, to look at some apps, as I've connected with a lot of brands on these apps because they're looking for user generated content, and that's how we connect. I think UGC is something that's already happening and has been happening a while, but there's this new terminology and name, and I feel like when you're focusing on UGC, it doesn't actually matter too much about your following, your engagement and things. I think it's more about what content you can produce for that brand. So I've got an app called Incense, and when I apply to work with brands, I upload a portfolio. Obviously they can view my social platforms, but if they're just wanting content for them to use, it doesn't really matter as much about my platform because they're going to use it how they wish anyways. I hope that helped, and as I said, I will leave the other video I did below because I go into a lot more detail and talk about the apps and earnings and all that kind of jazz. But yeah, definitely look for apps, search the App Store or Google for UGC apps if you're looking to get into it. The last product is a lip gloss. I'm using the P. Louise Stay Shining. How gorgeous is their packaging, by the way? Came in a really cute juice box. Funnily enough, on YouTube Shorts, my P. Louise unboxing has got 12,000 views, which is I think the second most popular video that I've got on YouTube Shorts, which is just insane because I remember posting this video on Instagram and TikTok and I didn't really get much views or engagement or whatever. And I posted it to YouTube Shorts, and it's only just shot up in the last few months as well. When I first posted it, it didn't do that well either, and I just think it really shows that even if you're not getting immediate results, or you're not getting results on one platform, just cross post them, share them on other platforms. And you know, just because a video is not doing well now doesn't mean it won't shoot up. With my travel vlogs, I said to James, especially Krakow, you know, I've got quite a good amount of views on those since posting because it's, you know, a nice travel vlog in my opinion. However, I think I will get more views as and when people are traveling to Krakow themselves and looking for reviews. So when somebody books a trip to Krakow and they're searching YouTube to watch vlogs and see kind of what trips to go on, where to eat, then my video might pop up. Anyway, yeah, I absolutely love this lip gloss. It smells amazing, and it comes with a lip oil conditioner as well. Honestly, it smells amazing, and it's just really, really creamy and hydrating. So good. I want to get some more. Was that all of my questions? I think it was. Perfect. Well, that concludes my Get Ready With Me. I hope you enjoyed listening to me chat and answer some random questions. Of course, seeing my updated skincare and makeup routine. Probably stick to doing these maybe every 6 months, because I think if I did them any sooner, not a lot of my products are going to change. So as I said in January when I did it, there was the odd thing I was probably using at the same time, but things have changed in the last few weeks as and when I've run out of products. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already and you are still watching, please let me know in the comments. Like, comments are dead on YouTube at the minute, like I rarely get any comments, but yeah, if you are still watching and you enjoyed this video or you like my channel, please do consider subscribing, because I'm aiming to get 2,000 subscribers possibly by the end of the year, but we'll see. But yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. Products that I've used today or any videos or anything that I've mentioned, I'll leave them all below for you, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video.